Hi Taurus, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for October 23rd through November 22nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Scorpio Spy Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love, and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Taurus, what aren't they telling you? What aren't they telling you for Taurus? Okay. What aren't they telling you? Six of Wands. All right. Not too shabby. Seven of Pentacles. The Sun. Nice. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. Four of Cups. The Emperor. Page of Swords. So this could be Aries, Libra, Leo. All right, let me get the little guys here. Okay. Huh. Is this someone saying again, like this has come up for the air signs, that they need time to think about things? Well, they're not wrong. They're not. They kind of do need time away to think and to recuperate and to rest and really think about things. Is this someone that said, look, we need to take some time to think? Is that what this is, Taurus? Someone's just wanting things to, or is it just that, they need more time? Something about time here. We got Queen of Cups that fell out. All right, that could be Cancerian. What's this Seven of Pentacles about? So are you two talking about getting back together? And it's like been a negotiation. It's like, nope, I still need more time. I think that's, they're not done yet, but they need more time. That's what they're not telling you, or one of the things they're not telling you. What's this Seven of Pentacles about for Taurus? Okay, this jumped. Five of Cups. Okay. Ouch, right? Good Lord. I'm going to keep a hold of these cards. Eight of Swords jumped. What's this Seven of Pentacles about? So someone's sad. They don't know what to do. They need more time. The Magician. Okay. What's this Sun card about? Bet you the moon's going to show up. What's this Sun card about? Two of Cups. Wow. So Sun and Two of Cups. All right. What's this Knight of Swords about? What's this Knight of Swords? Justice. What's this Four of Cups for Taurus? What's this Four of Cups? So is this someone that is... It's weird because it's like they want... No, shut up. I know better than to get into it and then be like, oh, wait a second. Okay. What's this Emperor? I think there's an issue that they know what they want, but they don't know how it's going to work. They don't know how it's going to work. And they need, this is someone saying that they need time. That they just need time to bring their life back into balance. They need to think about what they want, where their life is headed. They're pulling back for them. It's like, you know, we need to think about this some more. I need to think about this some more. I need to disengage and think about this some more. I need to give more time. I want you to take more time to think about things. And, you know, they are being honest. They really do want to think about the trajectory of this relationship. So it's not that they're not telling you anything. They're wanting to give this considerable thought. They do want things to work out, but for some reason there's this wall. They're not wanting to delve right in. What's this Queen of Swords about? This is Queen of Swords. King of Pentacles. What's this Page of Swords about? This is Page of Swords. Ten of Wands. So we got King of Pentacles and okay, so this could be Virgo. And Nine of Cups. Someone Taurus is telling you that they want to take some time off to think about things, but in reality, you know, and they're like, you know, I just need to disengage to get my life together. I need to pull back and really look at my life, and I need more balance, and I just need to bring things into. So, on the one hand, it's like they want things to work out, but they're stuck on the how. The only thing that bothers me is they might be telling you that, well, I mean, I guess it's okay. They want things to work out, but they just don't know how. And I think they might be feeling like it was all up to them and they just don't know if they're up to it. But they might be telling you that they plan on working on becoming more trustworthy or stable or all these things. Like they give me time to grow up a little bit. Give me time. I need time. And while they want the relationship to work out, they do not plan on putting in the effort. That's what they're not telling you, is they want this, but they know what you expect of them. And it's easier to say, hey, I need some time and kind of do the fade than to break up, have the drama, and it be because they're not willing to take the effort. Because if they were honest with you, what they're not telling you is that I don't want to put in this effort. I want it to work the way it is, but I don't want to put in the effort that you're asking of me. So I'm going to say, yeah, you know what, let me pull back and think about some things and think about my life and what I want. But this is somebody that's not, that's where it ends. They'll just kind of pull back, and then maybe it'll look like they're working on things and working on their lives. But if you two don't get back together, it'll be a nice excuse like, oh, I'm still working on things. Okay, that's admirable. You know what I mean? Like, that's understandable. But if it's just because like, oh no, I haven't lifted a finger since you and I haven't really thought about it. Look, I like the way things were, and I don't really want to work hard for this. I don't really want to put more effort into this. So, but they don't want to look like a jerk or, you know, a deadbeat. So they're not going to say that. They're just going to make it look like they just can't do what you ask of them. Like you're just, with the subtext being, you're asking too much of me. So it's like they get to have the excuse, yeah, you know what, let me think about this. Let me get my life together and then I can come back. But then over the course of it's going to get spun into, you know what, you just asked too much of me. It'll never be enough. You're being perfectionistic and I can never measure up to that. So the fact that you two aren't going to reconcile is going to be your fault for expecting too much, not for them putting forth decent effort to a good relationship. All right, so I think this is them. It might be, you know, instead of it being said, it's like, one, I don't want to work any harder at this relationship than you're asking me to. I do plan to take some time, but nothing's going to change, right? There's another thing they're not telling you. I don't plan on changing. I might say that I do want to really think about things, but I'm not going to change anything because I don't want to work any harder for this relationship than I already have been. I don't want it to be that hard. I like you, Taurus, working hard because it benefits me greatly. I'm in the sweet spot when you're working hard for our relationship because I feel safe and secure and provided for. And so this is, you know, in a very nice way, the nicest that I can put it without, you know, cursing or being disrespectful. I feel like they're asking you to be more flexible, but they're not really. This is somebody that's going to be, what's that doing over there? This is somebody that's going to be wanting you to, I think with the time spent apart, they're going to be maybe asking or hoping that it's negotiable in a couple months. Like, have you backed off from wanting all that stuff? Have you backed off from me wanting me to do all those things? Wanting me to be that certain way? Like, it's that's going to kind of be their angle. You know what I mean? Like, let's give this some time. Let them calm down and then renegotiate. But all the while, I'm still working on stuff. But not really. Just kind of waiting you out to see if you miss them enough to renegotiate some of the demands that you put, right? So it's not that they're bad. I just don't think they're being honest, which is, let me fix this. I'm really sorry. Let me get out there and get some time for myself and see about this, that, and the other. And then, we'll keep in contact, or we'll just, but I'm going to take some time to work on my life and get things sorted out and really get things back under control and in balance. No, they're not. They like the way it was. They don't want to have to work on anything. So they're hoping with this time apart that you'll eventually kind of, and that won't be a demand anymore. When you get back together, you'll be so happy to see them, and you'll realize it's kismet, and you'll forget all that you asked or wanted or expected of them. And that's fine until 3 months from now you're in the same position, right? So honestly, this is about you being unto yourself, staying focused on what you want and your security, because you can definitely do that for yourself. So this is, and I'm not saying that as big sister advice, I'm saying that's what's showing up here. We got the Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, Justice, the Sun. I mean, this is all about you staying focused, staying the course, and being able to be satisfied with what you have and not having to share that out of this like sort of covert manipulation, I guess, because it's almost like someone's kind of waiting you out to see if you're going to care about this in 3 months, or if you're just going to be so happy that you two are talking again that you're going to kind of waive all these demands. And they were very happy with you because you were very you provide, you eventually, or not eventually, but you're just really steady and consistent, and they know that they can rely on you. They like that. That's fair. But did they give that back? You know what I mean? And it doesn't look like here they do. It looks like someone's saying, let me take some time to think about things. And the thing is, they're not really going to take any time at all to think about it. They don't want anything to change. What else for Taurus? What's for Taurus? Temperance. Okay, so good. That speaks to balance, harmony, and perspective. And that's what you are going to restore back in your life. We got the Queen of Swords here, Magician. So this is about you separating and pulling back and restoring balance and structure and just harmony and peace in your life. And also this time apart, if you are going to reconvene later, but this time apart is meant to be very stabilizing for you. This also doesn't have a time frame, so this could be indefinitely, that it's just like an ongoing project that you're kind of working to restore after this dealing with this person. That this has taught you some perspective or given you some perspective about reciprocity and balance in a relationship, and that you are worth what you give. Again, that's not big sisterly advice. That's what's showing up here. Take great measure. I may have my opinions about something, but I don't. Not in the habit of reading based on emotion. It's what sees here, and then I feel it. But it's not like I just look at the cards and go, "Girl, let me tell you something about what happened to me when that." No sport, Taurus. Illumination, which is what these sun cards are, by the way. Illumination, Skull of Light. Good, yay. This is a time for pulling back, regrouping, thinking about things, and coming to an understanding. The thing is that this person might be saying, yeah, let me pull back and think about things. Let's take some time apart and all that. And it's actually going to be you that gets quite a bit out of that, because you're actually going to take that to heart and you're going to thrive. And you're going to see that in solitude, or just kind of pulling back and not having to look out for them and care for them all the time, that you're really going to regain your focus on your own life and build up that security, and your happiness is going to come back. Balance, harmony, everything. So this is actually going to really benefit you. I know you're probably going to want to punch the screen. You don't feel that way now, but this is actually a very good thing. It does you more good than it does them. And not that that's what you want to win, that they have to lose. It's not that. It's just that's an unexpected byproduct, I think. I don't think you're expecting that. This is where you come back online, basically. Like you kind of everything starts firing on all cylinders. This person that you're dealing with, I don't think they want change, so they're probably going to stay stagnant. They don't want to have to work as hard. All right. What else for Taurus? What else for Taurus? Seven of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups. So this, along with that illumination, this is going to be, all right, I know very clearly what I want now. We got the Queen of Swords here. Very Seven of Cups reversed energy. I know what I want. I'm pretty darn organized, clear, and perceptive about this. All of a sudden, the fog has lifted and I see clearly, and I'm slicing through the BS. This is going to be to my advantage. I'm going to work this to my advantage. I'm going to be assertive about this, and I'm not going to let this hold me back anymore. I'm not going to stay attached to something that's kind of dead weight or holding me back. I'm just going to move forward and do my thing. And that's what this is. The fog is lifted, clarity is there, and this is about knowing what you want in a relationship, not kind of going back and forth with this sort of uncertainty and someone not really being honest and not really working to thrive in this relationship, because this is somebody that knows what they want and can go after it. And you thrive with good partnership because of that. Because you're no slouch, so you're wanting someone that's on the same page as you. And this is saying that, okay, once this relationship is cleared out for you, this is you going after that and being available and open to it, because the fog is lifted. You understand now what you want. Here it is. And then here comes this Knight of Cups. This could be Scorpio. But you've got something coming in, or you are in a position to receive, because you're very clear about what you want in a romantic relationship after this interaction with this person. Because this is someone that's just kind of wishy-washy. Like they're just kind of like back and forth and not really committal. And yeah, I mean, they know what they want. Just lead with that. It's not like, well, let's just take some time to think. No, maybe you two just want different things. End it. Cut it off. Seek elsewhere. Easier said than done. I know. All right. Taurus, I hope this was helpful. Hope to see you in the next reading. And I thank you for stopping by. Happy October.